excited as I am, so let's give this everything we got, and may the Force be with you.
I bet you guys weren't expecting that. Good to see all our friends in here. Good to see. Oh, whoa. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Alrighty. Sorry, I'm back. All right. Guys, we have a very special guest, co-host with us, my good friend Alex. And he is an Orville fan, and he's a computer whiz and all kinds of genius type of guy. And he is gonna be joining us in a sec. Let's see who's in here. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Happy Sunday to everybody, and happy Monday if you guys are across the international date line. For those of you down under, and for those of you in East Asia. So let's see who's in here. Arg is in here somewhere. There's Arg somewhere. Hey, John Beagle Dad. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see John Beagle Dad. Let's see. Who else is in here? Mr. Lundell and his groovy movies. Hip hip hurrah. Good to see you, Mr. Lundell. Make sure you putting in your guys with your wrenches. Put in your links. Do what. Show us when your next streams are. We grow together, guys. Snortopupus. Good to see you. Humans. Professor Brady Specs. He was looking all sad. I don't know why, but he's cheering up, I guess. I hope you're okay, my friend. Good to see you, Professor Brady Specs. Stony Girl. Good to see you, Stony Girl. Good to see you, my friend. And I'm glad you're keeping your. Looks like you're keeping your name so far. I know you were contemplating changing it, and I know Arg was getting really upset when he thought you might change your name, but you got to do what you got to do. So
what do you say there now, Stony Gal? Rocking and rolling there now.
A big fan. He's a big fan. I told you he's a big fan, Stony Girl. Dave's Dimension. Good to see you, our favorite Ghostbuster. But that's a new logo, Dave. Oh, David, that's a new logo. Let's see who else is in here. I know there's a few lurkers in here. I know Maria's lurking. By the way, it's a special week for Maria, and it's a special week for Tea and Telly, and it's a special week for special day actually. So we're going to talk about that really quick. Hello, yes, and again, Livia. Good to see you, my friend. And Curtis Selby. Good to see you, my friend. Donnie Dunn. Lots of people in here, guys. Good to see all of you. CJH Entertainment. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see all of you. Guys, make sure you're using your wrenches, putting in your channels. JPRPH1. Hey, man. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. Batman. Everybody's talking about Batman. I saw Nerderotic was talking about it being Batman Day. Oh, I missed Sandra. Where was Sandra? I missed Sandra in here before. Sandra Feliciano. Okay. Connie, good to see you. Good to see you. Basco. Hey, Basco. Good to see you, my friend. He's another one from the Iberian Peninsula, Alex. Let's see. Sandra Feliciano. There she is. And not far behind is King Dolphin TV, Raymond, and Connie. Excellent to see all our friends in here. And Grace is here from the All Shift Happily. Grace, I don't know if you know him, but Alex is one of us. You're gonna see Alex. He's gonna come on in 1 second. Good to see you, my friend. Jim's Landscape. Good to see you. Commodore Productions. And let's just make sure we said hi to everybody who is chatting, and hello again to all the lurkers. So before we start, I just want to say welcome to everybody. You guys know that we're continuing our Sunday night streams. They're going to have most of our Sunday night streams. We're going to have a All Shift Happily Now component. And hopefully, you guys, we were blessed with Gothi's appearance a couple of weeks ago, and we're going to be blessed again with Alex tonight. And let's see where this goes. But it's very exciting. Very, very exciting. All right, really quick, I want to introduce uh, a a gentleman and a brilliant mind, a very nice guy, and somebody I want you guys to give a nice, warm welcome to our friend Alex. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you.
Hello, nice to be here. It's an honor. Thank you very much.
Oh, let's see. I think. Do you have an echo, or do I have an echo, Alex?
I don't.
Oh, that was me. That was my bad. Sorry. Okay, that was my fault. I had the echo. All right. um, gotcha. Thank you for joining us, my friend. How is how has life been going this week for you?
Very good, thank you. Very good.
Yeah.
Um, it's been rainy down here in Spain, which
Oh yeah.
is quite unusual in the south of Catalonia, and so very good. Um, love the
How is
abundance of water.
All right. So the question everybody's wondering: how big of an Orville fan is Alex?
Ooh, okay. I might not be the biggest fan for sure. Let me tell you that. But I did really enjoy this series, and especially it did coincide with my start of knowledge, let's say, of the outer world outside from society.
Hmm.
So I really enjoyed how the Orville, they have different alien species, and I kind of saw more or less the small things I had already learned, and so I really enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not if you ask me some questions, I might not be knowledgeable of certain
Yeah, you need to
really.
brush up. You need to brush up a little bit, right? Yeah. But you've seen all of the Orville and you've enjoyed it, right?
Yes, I loved it actually. I really did.
Look what Alex, look what I found. I found we're as a Seth MacFarlane fan, I found my Stewie from Henry guy.
He's acting Batman, right?
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't realize that it is acting Batman. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. um, and hello to Dr. Adega Outlaw, science fiction author Adega Outlaw. Good to see you, my friend. And let's see. Let me just. Alex, when the doctor walks in, we have to show this clip.
These are our newly arrived surgeons, Doctors Trowbridge and Greenbaum.
Doctor?
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 And doctor. Well, we miss anyone?
You missed a Dr. Adega Outlaw, the best doctor in the world. So this is a friend of ours, Alex, who's he's also a science fiction. He's a doctor and a science fiction author.
Excellent. I was thinking like so many doctors, and maybe one of them could become a professor, the next level.
Next level. Yeah. Um, so yeah, we've been talking a little bit about all shift happily community on Sunday nights. We're kind of just mixing it in where we can a little bit for now. Do you have any comments on that community? As you know, what we're both part of. How did
It's
you how did you hear about it? How did you join it?
Yeah, it's a lovely community. Um, it all started way back, but long story short, I was following Tim, and then I joined the All Shift Happily Now community through Instagram, and yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's so awesome what Tim has managed to do. So Tim Tactical. So whoever is not doesn't know who Tim is, you can search for Tim Tactical on Instagram. And so following him, then I got familiar with the All Shift Happily Now community, and it's lovely. Who knew that that could be done? And it's amazing that somebody started it.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. In case anybody's wondering, of course, this is Tim here, right here. You guys, and I'm gonna actually put in the link to this is the thumbnail for the podcast he did last night with Jeff Mara, and I'm gonna put in the link here, guys, because it was a fabulous. Did you get a chance to listen to it?
Yes, I did actually this morning.
You did. Oh, okay. Yeah, so he did a great episode last night, which was the final. I guess it's what he's calling the final for season one with Jeff
Yeah.
Mara. So we might get more. We might get a season two. So I'm putting in the link in here, and oops, just make sure. So yeah, that was an interesting podcast, right?
Yeah, I really he always, when he explains this encounter he had in his bedroom with the gray, he he's explained it in different times. I mean, 3 or 4 times. He's really he really didn't like that. He's really upset that they actually appeared in his bedroom, because apparently they have other protocols, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's kind of used to these type of encounters, maybe not in his bedroom, but generally, seeing gray aliens. But yeah, I would be, I don't know, I would probably get a heart attack or something. I'm not sure. But it was really funny, although he was quite angry about it. But it was really funny to hear that.
Yeah, even Tim gets surprised, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, it'd be surprising to anybody, really. Um, so before I forget, we have to wish happy birthday to. We have to wish a happy birthday to T and Telly, our sister channel here, and we're going to get into the topic. And I'm going to play a little Orville clip here. Where did it go? Come on, a second. I have to find it again. Here we go. Is that it? Wait. Is that it? You there, Alex?
Oh yeah, sure, of
Oh
course.
yeah. Okay. No, I just thought I froze up for a sec. Sorry.
No.
Been having all kinds of technical issues today, lately. Let's see. All right. So, this is it. Okay. All right. So, you guys might remember. Uh, so, uh, so, um, John Lamar, who's become the engineer, he moved down from the bridge to the engineering. He's played by Jay Lee, and Jay Lee, Alex, popped into our stream one day, and it was a very nice surprise. And we're gonna play this for Maria because it's her birthday. And let's see. There she is. Hey, happy birthday, Maria. Guys, everybody put in a happy birthday for Maria. Wish Maria happy birthday in the chat, guys. And really quick, Mackany, thank you, my friend. Thank you, Mac, for that. Thank you for your super chat, my friend. And guys, if you are not subbed to Mackany Draws, you are lost. You must find yourself, and you can find yourself on this channel. Here's Mackany. This is Mackany Draws, and let's see, where is he? Okay. Make sure you are subbed to Mac. Big Mac. Thank you, my friend. And let me just see what the super sticker was. It was a thank you for the thank you, my friend, for the smiling fox. I think it's a fox. And hello to DJ Ronnie as well, and Alex is saying happy birthday to Maria. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Maria. So hello again, Macany, and everybody who's popping in here. So thank you, my friend. Thank you, Mac. So let's play this little thing here for Maria. And if you guys in the chat can just let me know that you can hear this properly, give me a heads up and see if you can let me know if you can hear this clip properly. Welcome to Maria. Welcome, Maria.
Hey.
Hello, Maria.
Maria.
Yeah, glad you finally joined us. I'm here. I was about to leave if you didn't come, Maria.
Let me just. Are you guys hearing that properly? I stopped it. One sec. Can you just let me know if you're hearing that properly? I'm just having a couple of changes here with a new microphone and sound setup. Were you guys hearing the beginning of that clip in the chat? If you guys can just let me know. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Lydia. All right, let's listen to John Lamar, Jay Lee dropping in on Orville Nation, and this is just a little clip that we're playing for Maria. But we're going to watch part of our discussion tonight is going to be about, is the Orville part of disclosure? Or is there a disclosure component to the Orville? And we're going to play, later on, we're going to play another clip of the interview with John, because John has a very interesting story to share with Jay. Jay has a very interesting story to share. So here we go. I say welcome to Maria. Welcome, Maria.
Hey.
Hello, Maria.
Maria.
Yeah, glad you finally joined us. I'm here. I was about to leave if you didn't come, Maria.
Oh.
Yeah, I was on my way out. I think they're coming up.
Sorry.
Did you just snort, Maria? Yeah.
He has the best snort.
Yo, that was awesome, Maria.
Sorry. It's
No. Why would you ever? That's the best thing. What? Now all I want to do is make jokes and see if I can get you to snort. All right, ready? All right, Maria, I got a joke for you. Ready? There we go. I'm going to get one more because comedy comes in threes. Ready? Here we go. You ready? All right. Are you ready for this joke?
Wonder what happened there. Okay.
That's the best thing. What? Now all I want to do is make jokes and see if I can get you to snort. All right, ready? All right, Maria, I got a joke for you. Ready? There we go. I'm going to get one more because comedy comes in threes. Ready? Here we go. You ready? All right. Are you ready for this joke? Okay. What do you call a woman with one leg? Eileen.
like when that song, come on, Eileen. Oh,
Maria, do you get it?
I do.
Yes. So yes, we brought out Maria's inner Peppa Pig. So, that was yeah, he was so great. He was so great. He was so great. He was very generous. Hey, John DeMarco, good to see you. Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice, John, to drop in. Jay to drop in, and we're gonna show a little bit more of that in a little bit. Who's your Alex? Do you like that character? Do you like Jay Lee's character?
Yes, I did actually. Let me just what was his character actually? Was he the engineer?
Jay, here, I'm gonna put up another clip. This is Jay. Let's show him in all his. Oops, 1 second. There we are. Okay. We're gonna show more portions here. So John So John was on some people there that causes some people confusion because he started out on the bridge. He has started out at the helm, but then he gets promoted to engineer, head of engineering.
Yeah.
And we see, well, let's see, let me just get rid of the sound. But we showed, hold on, there we go. So we show him here in several different clips. This is the minority rules where this is where he where is the right? This is after he humped a statue. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that?
I do.
Oh, this is his story. We got to show his story later. So this is where he humped a
Actually,
statue.
yeah, I didn't realize it was him who was talking in the video. Yeah, okay. No, I know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. And he gets sentenced to to a lobotomy, basically. Hey, Reverend Lee, good to see you, Pastor Lee. Good to see you, my friend. Hey, Lee said, don't forget to say happy birthday to Maria. Yes, he was fantastic. So yeah, he was. I want to show the picture. I want to show the piece where he's humping the statue. 1 second.
Was that the planet where everybody was really judgeful?
Yeah.
On the socials, right?
Yeah, where like the socials were like determined whether you like had a normal life or not. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Doesn't it sometimes feel like 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 some of our socials are going that direction?
Totally. I feel like some countries in Asia already kind of have this sort of system in place, right?
Oh,
If you jaywalk, they'll take points off your license or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it is a lot of countries are going that way. Yeah,
like a social credit score, yeah, something like that. So we're gonna get back into into this video shortly. But I wanted to so Alex and I were going to talk a little bit about like, you know, the topic of disclosure, and yeah, we're all Trekkies in here. We're all Trekkies in here in the chat and on the panel, and we're Trekkies and Orvillians, and we all know that there's a lot of depth in you know, in the Gene Roddenberry inspired Star Trek, right? Does anybody think Star Trek can be part of disclosure? Let's just ask the chat that, and I'm going to ask Alex too. Is there any aspects of Star Trek that you think might be you know, linked to disclosure, ultimate disclosure?
Well, in my case, you know, I must confess that nor I've seen Star Trek, nor I've seen Star Wars. Surprisingly enough.
Really, that's interesting.
And I'm also in IT, and I've always been the black sheep in that sense. So yeah. I haven't watched. I did see some Star Trek, but I was you know, a child. I can't really remember that much. But
you watched the Orville.
I watched the Orville and I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: did you get to the Orville because you're a Seth MacFarlane fan?
Not even because of that.
Okay.
Because I've always been, you know, I love the you know, space and, you know, adventures. But yeah, I can't remember why I got into it. Something told me I should watch it. Yeah, I can't remember, but I really thought I actually subscribed to Disney to watch it. So, but it was not because of Star Trek. It was not because of Seth. Yeah, I don't know. I just watched it.
You know, it's funny. Isn't it funny that because when Tim says to us, that that he's also not very into to Star Wars. I think he said he's never seen Star Wars. I think he said, right?
Yeah, he did say. I think Tim and Sarah as well. They both said it, and I
Oh,
was like,
Sarah
oh,
too.
yeah, and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm not the only one.
I didn't. I missed Sarah. I missed Sarah giving her input on that. That's funny.
I think in one of the Ticket to Ride, I think I don't know where they both mentioned it. I was like, oh, okay.
But yeah, what do you guys think? So, what do you guys think in the chat? Let's start with Star Trek. Is there any component to Star Trek that you guys think has anything to do with disclosure? There's lots of there's lots of there's lots of concepts, especially in Star Trek, that are that seem like they might fit into this idea. Well, obviously, there's this planetary federation idea, and there are this galactic or intergalactic federation idea. And what do you guys in the chat think about that? Are there components to Star Trek that can be linked to the idea of where we are now in history with regards to disclosure? There's a lot of people talk. There's a lot of people who talk about, for example, the med beds. A lot of talk about the what is that? Why is there? Because I don't know if you're a trusted creator, John, in our chat. If you are a trusted creator, we give you a wrench so you can promote your own stuff. And it may just be that the person who doesn't have a wrench, if somebody was asking for a wrench, please do. Please ask me. And but if somebody doesn't have a wrench, it might just be they have no content or no channels or no, they're not putting up content. So, oh, I just lost my chain of thought. You never saw the wrench before. Oh, John, that's funny. Yeah, guys, use your wrenches. Yeah, you've had a wrench for a while, my friend, John. Hey, John DeMarco, good to see you. This might not be what you're talking about, but the Bell Riot storyline in DS9 was prophetic about things going. That's interesting. That was a good point. Yeah, in Deep Space Nine, there was that. That's a good point, John DeMarco. That's a good point. Yeah, Lee has no wrench because he's a bad boy. That's why Lee has no wrench because he's just es el chico malo. That's why he has no wrench. So what when we talk about talking about the med beds, you've heard talk about the med beds, right, Alex?
Yep, for sure.
What do you hear when you hear talk about the med beds? Like when we about like the fact that they're being they're already being developed and we might get them someday. The population of Earth might get those. What do you hear when you hear rumors like that?
That would be wonderful if we did. What I've heard about the med beds is that it's accessible only to the mega rich, or maybe people in power, military, or politicians. And I've heard that basically as the longer you stay, you can you just feel like brand new. It regenerates you. It takes all the, I don't know, diseases or whatever you have, and you feel like during a couple of days you feel this so energetic, so really positively energetically. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard that if you're there for an hour, it's all right, but if you're there for, like, let's say, I don't know, maybe 4 or 6 hours, it really does regenerate a lot of your body.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. And really inaccessible. And I think there's a facility in New York. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah, you think there's already a facility in New York? That's interesting.
Yeah. And if you have the contacts and the money, you can access it. That's something I did here.
That's interesting. I have heard rumors about New York.
Mhm.
I've actually heard rumors about that. And I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of money. There's a lot of people in New York. Um, John Commodore. Um, let me just see so you can promote your channel. Um, Commodore, put in another comment. Put another comment, and I will take care of that. So okay, yeah, Lee would break something for sure. Oh, Love Shack is here. Oh, I'm heading out. All right, Connie. Thank you for popping in, my friend. Love Shack is here. Good to see you, Love Shack. Um, and hey, hello, Nemesis of Eden. And forgive me, Alex. We have to say hi to everybody popping in here.
Of course.
I don't know why. I don't know. Jim's Landscape. Are you?
No.
Oh, I see what's happening. These okay. Uh, um, Jim's Landscape. Go to Orville Nation. You're on Inspiration TV. If you go to Orville Nation, I will give you a wrench. Um, that's the problem. All right. We're broadcasting on two channels now. We're broadcasting Sunday nights on two channels. So yeah, the med beds. Speaking about med beds, you guys know what this is, right? This is the med bay of the Orville, and courtesy of our friends at Fox. Um, and Let me turn down the volume. So yeah, the med beds. We see one right here on the Orville. The med beds. You know, the rumors are in the disclosure world that the med beds are a reality, and wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be amazing? Um,
That would be fabulous. I was imagining something more like with the lights and like a capsule you go inside. But
like
I've
a
no
capsule.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've no idea how it would be. But I'm sure it
Something
uses some sort of frequency healing device or technology, but maybe also lights. I have no idea.
yeah, it might have a little bit of everything.
Mm.
Maybe something along the lines of uh, maybe something along the lines of this, Alex. Um, let's see. 1 second. Oh, there we go. Something along the lines of this, perhaps. This is from Star Trek. Um,
Yeah, that would be
Something
yeah,
more
more like
like you were
that. Yeah.
thinking of. Oops. I remember that episode. Um, Why do people not running your own sweatshop from Orville semi-illegal merchandise beyond my reasoning? And hello to our friend in Brazil. Hello, Love Shack. Um, um, Maybe it has something to keep the cells entertained. Um, okay. Um, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that some of the health technology we've seen on Star Trek in the chat? You guys, what do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think some of the stuff we've seen on Star Trek, hey DJ Ronnie, is something that is right around the corner? What do you guys think? I mean, if we've been having 80 years of contact, right? If we've been having 80 years of contact, maybe that technology is there, right, Alex?
For sure. Um, have you heard of Rife machines?
I have, yeah. Do you want to talk about them?
Well, just these meds remind me. Maybe they use Rife technology. Um, maybe there's super powerful Rife machines because how they say everything is frequency. Um, then maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up an image of one actually. Um, do you so there's a very popular one, right? It's called the Spooky
Spooky too.
Spooky 2, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little I mean, it's a little expensive, but actually if it works, I mean, if it works, there's no price on your health. It's
Exactly.
interesting. Uh, do you think, Alex, that maybe let me put up the image here. Do you think, Alex, that some of this technology is starting to get leaked out in stuff like and I have my own opinions about this, like the Spooky 2?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you know how some industries in particular are very powerful, and obviously these sort of machines that you can have at home really do threaten their income. So I haven't tested it myself. I really do want to get one.
Yeah,
But I have heard from good sources that it does work, and it's Rife machines. I think even Tim mentioned that um,
I think he
it's the
did.
real
Yeah,
it's the real deal. Yeah.
yeah. There's something about these about the harmonics, right? Of these about these new machines that there's something to them. I think we're
Yeah.
still ways off from seeing any of the medical tech you're seeing in Star Trek or Orville, says Mr. Lundell. Um,
Let's hope it comes sooner than later with all
yeah,
these changes we're living right now.
absolutely. Hey guys, by the way, doesn't Alex have like the best voice for radio? Doesn't Alex? You guys could see Alex. Alex could be doing his own podcast.
Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and you could do it bilingual or trilingual. Who knows? Um, our tech is rapidly advancing, but we aren't anywhere close yet, says Nemesis of Eden. Okay. Yeah, a good rate. Doesn't he have a good radio voice, DJ? Yeah, see, look.
Thank you. My first time on anything live, or yeah, any sort of
Yeah, well, he seems like a natural, doesn't he? Um, so the Rife machine is yeah, these are the Spooky 2 Rife machines. Um, so yeah, that's a real possibility. Um, what other aspects of yeah, everybody thinks he has a great voice. See, everybody thinks Alex has a great voice. Um, so what other aspects might have of the Orville or of what other aspects, you guys? And I'm asking everybody in the chat. What other is he is he willing to take over Orville Nation? We will pay him. Oh, Lee's funny. He's getting back at me for my joke before. Um, at least he's not wearing a black T-shirt.
I dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah, yeah. He came. He came. Yeah, I'm underdressed, and Alex is properly dressed. Um, so what are other aspects? What are other aspects of Star Trek or the Orville that we might have that might be touching upon disclosure topic. What do you guys think? What do you think about the food replicators, Alex, in science fiction that they just reassemble the molecules in the proper way? What do you think about stuff like that?
I guess today we do have the 3D printers that do print food. But I did see an episode on Gaia. I think it was Cosmic Disclosure, or maybe it was with George Nori. Can't remember the name of the series right now. And one of the guests explained that he used to work in, I think it was one of the Area 51 facilities, or something similar to that. And they had these tables where you would just select what you wanted to eat, and it would appear there, like in the Orville.
Hmm.
And he explained that, and I was like, wow, I was so amazed that and I think that was back in 1990s, I'm not sure, or in the 80s. I mean, everything that is disclosed, or many things that are disclosed today, like officially disclosed, it's from quite a few years back. So I mean, I would love to have one of those at home, let me tell you.
That'd be great. I like how Enterprise established protein resequencers as an intermediate step to food replicators. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, that looks like, looks like we might be almost there, right? In certain ways. Um, Suspicions from seasons. Yeah, and so one of the big things on the Orville, Alex, is that it looks like Seth maybe held back, including transporters, teletransportation. But if the Orville has food resequencers, if they have food, replicators, then if you're replicating food, then maybe you should be able to replicate, people and transport them. So that was so we're a lot of us. I personally am expecting us to have transporters in season 4. Any opinions on that?
Well, that would be interesting. I don't know about I haven't heard of that on real life, let's say. I have heard about those stargates that you do get transported into a different world or dimension. But as teletransportation, I think Nikola Tesla himself he did have some machines that were doing that. But I really don't know how it would work, or if it does create a clone of yourself, then what would happen if you would, I don't know, that would be.
Yeah, is it a clone or is it you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because that's in in physics experiments today, they say they're transporting, in stuff that they disclose to the public anyway, that they say that they're transporting electrons and he's like, well, how do you know it's the exact same electron? And how do you know it's not a clone of the electron? So yeah, what do you
interesting
guys?
Questions.
Yeah, you brought that up. That was a good thing you brought up about the clones. What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think we're going to get, just out of curiosity, are we going to get transporters in season 4 of the Orville? We finally going to get them? What do you guys think in the chat? Are we getting transporters in season 4 of the Orville? You might have lawsuits. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. It's too close. Looks too close to Star Trek. Transporters will never be a reality. Heisenberg's theory points out that you can never know where a molecule is or where it will be, let alone where it is. So, well, I guess it depends on the technology that might be used. Hello, Sci-Fi Mombi. Good to see you. Good to see you, Sci-Fi Mombi.
What do you say there now, Sci-Fi Mamacita?
All right, go. We have a special guest here. Just go away for now. Yes, I believe it will come. We already know Priya. Yeah, Priya. Priya had a Charlie, the episode of the Charlize Theron. Um, yeah, absolutely. She had transporters. These people had transporters too. I don't mean transporters, but transporting technology. Remember these people, guys?
You're an interesting species. We'll meet again.
They have some kind of technology there. So yes, DJ wants that. What DJ wants that, or the Orville to use its shuttles as much as possible. DJ Runny. Um, yeah, and that's a great point, Nemesis. Teletransportation cannot just be attributed to Star Trek. I totally agree. Totally agree. Um, so, yes, another big fan of Sci-Fi Mambi. Um, so, let's tie it's let's take a look at one of the other topics that I wanted to bring up. And Alex knows a lot about this topic. Um, I'm going to show you something, guys, that's going to look very familiar. So now this is stuff that several people have talked about. Tim Tactics has also started talking about it publicly. And that's the reason we're touching upon, because Tim's already talked about it publicly about the well, let's just show it first. So you guys know what this is, right? This is the communicator / logo for Star Trek, right? Or a version of it. It's a version of it. And you guys all remember. I love how everyone at Enterprise had a healthy fear of beaming. Yes, they did. Nobody wanted to use the transporter in Star Trek Enterprise. It's a healthy fear. Yeah. Now you guys, oh, Lady Mist, good to see you, Lady Mist. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Yeah, he's been asking about you. Yeah, he's been asking about you. Um, yeah, he was going to chime in here at any second, any second. So
What do you say there now, Misty Gal?
there he is. Okay, he's saying hi to Misty Girl. Alrighty. So you guys all remember when Donald Trump announced the creation of the Space Force, right? And the first thing that popped into everybody's head was this, right? Let me just show you. This is one of the logos, one of the versions of the logos for the Space Force, right? And the first thing that everybody said was, "You're stealing it from Star Trek." Um, and you remember seeing this in the news, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, it does look very much like the delta shape of Star Trek, and actually, the older version of the Star Trek symbol is exactly like this. Actually, we were showing you a newer version, right? And hello, Time Prophet. Good to see you, my friend. Uh, Speaking about transporting in time, good to see you, Time Prophet. Um, so we're obviously seeing here that there are definitely similarities, right? And a lot of people have brought this up. Lots of people have brought this up, and um, it's interesting that a lot of these, and we can start to look at. Let me just put up one more before we get really into it. Um, um, all right. I'm gonna put up one more logo before we get into the Orville logo. We're gonna look at the Orville logo, but I want to see. You guys all know which logo this is, of course, right? and the NASA logo. Now we're getting to kind of the basic. There's something very basic that's similar across all the lines here, and maybe Alex feel free to point that out. What is this? What do you feel are the similarities in these logos?
Um, yeah, actually, the first one on the United States Space Force, I th I thought it was the NASA one, but
Oh, you thought
it looks very similar, right? But for sure, they all have this sort of triangular shape, no?
yeah. There's this triangular delta shape with an apex, right? There is a there is definitely, and even in the, and it's more subtle in the NASA logo, even though it's in bright red, but it's not like it's a little less subtle. It's a little subtle, more subtle in the NASA logo than in the other two we saw. But yeah, but it's there. That triangular delta shape with a apex, right? And hello, Rennie. Good to see you, Rennie. Donnie Don and Rennie, good to see you guys. And I'm sure Ty is not far behind. Um, so now, so one of the things that one of the things that Alex and I were going to talk about now is we're going to take a look at the Orville logo, and this is one of the areas where, well, what do you think, Alex? Well, I mean, you've heard what our community talks about, and we've heard of other people have said about this kind of stuff. What do you think? Is there any meaning to this?
Of the delta, do you
Yeah.
mean the sign? Well, what I heard was that they were all related to some alien organization. Is that right? Or
Let's just say that again.
some to some
Oh yeah.
alien organization, or to some federation. I'm not sure which one it was, to be honest. But yeah, all the logos with a triangle or a delta apparently belong or are from the same. I think I can't remember if it was a federation or some sort of
Yeah,
or the
some kind of
Andromedans or was it the Andromedans? I can't remember, to be honest.
some kind of group, some kind of galactic
Yeah,
group, right?
right. Yeah.
And we call it like the Federation, but apparently it's not exactly or something. But oh, that's funny. Time Prophet. NASA need another 7 astronauts. Funny. Um, and thank you, Rennie, for letting us know that Tyrone is in the shower. He just got done working out. Good to see you, Rennie. Yeah, basically that's like the big rumor, right, Alex?
Yeah,
Um,
or was it an organization from the Orion Belt? Could that be it? Some or planet in Orion? Is that?
yeah, I've heard stuff like that too. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
now that you said that,
Mm.
if you notice too here, some people say that there's also some significance to the stars you see. The stars, yeah, the stars, right? That's what you're talking about, right, Alex?
Yeah, possibly. I just heard that maybe it was from some planet in the Orion constellation or that area.
Yeah, there's
Probably those stars are significant, to be honest. I did see some stars in the other
yep,
logos like this one. Yeah. No idea. Maybe there's some constellations as well.
yeah, there's some constellations, and actually, that's funny, huh? It's um, actually, if we I can't put them both side by side. I can't put them both side by side with you, but to be honest, that these two constellations we're seeing here, to the left and to the right, um, I think are, yep. The one to the right the one to the right is on is on the NASA logo, and the one on the left is also on the NASA logo. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Why in Yeah, that's like if that in itself is perplexing. Would you agree, Alex?
Yeah. Maybe it is some sort of hidden disclosure.
Yeah, maybe it is some kind of hidden disclosure. And it's really in plain sight, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's interesting. DJ Ronnie, he's an amateur astronomer of sorts, and I wonder what he thinks about this. Um, spotted the Challenger Columbia reference. Both missions had 7. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Um, but so at um, let's take a look. The Star Trek Delta is more basic, right? I think. Um, hold on. Where did my Star Trek Delta go? The Star Trek Delta is a little more basic. Is there anything? Yeah, this I don't see. This is of course again. This is the newer version. I don't necessarily think no that star shape in the middle has any significance. It might just be decorative. Do you have any opinions on that, Alex?
Yeah, it looks like a shooting star, maybe.
Like a shooting star? Yeah, it does look like a shooting star, actually. Um, the best place to hide something is in plain sight. It certainly is, my friend. Yeah. It's very Starfleet. So let's go take a look at our let's take a look at the Orville. And you know what it is? The out of all the groups and comments and everybody, all the conversations we've had and stuff, we've never looked at the Orville before, at the Orville logo. So I got two versions here of the Orville logo. Well, one version, the other's more artwork. But this is the basic. This is the basic Orville Planetary Union Orville logo. Again, you guys will see we also have the apex there. It is more curvy, right? But the apex, the tippy, pointy tipped apex is there, and the stars are there too. Actually, let's. It's funny because a lot of people don't notice the stars. Let's see. Let's take a look at the stars. I'm because I can't put them up at the same time. I'm taking a look here. I'm putting up the stars next to it. Yeah. What do you think? So, what do you think about this Orville logo, Alex?
It looks like it could be used in in a real life organization, isn't it?
It
It looks
could, right?
very real. NASA has the 3 sets of stars as well. I mean, it looks it's a very
Yep.
nice logo actually. It could be
That's a
used.
great point. The 3 sets of stars. NASA has the 3 sets of stars, and so does the Orville. They don't. I'm trying to see if they match up um, with what's on the NASA logo. Um,
Do you think the Orville, the Planetary Union, do you think that's Galactic Federation? That could be like some sort of disclosure as well.
yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, the Planetary Union is basically the Orville, like the Orville universe's version of the Federation, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which one do you think it is? Because I heard there's a lot, like hundreds of galactic federations. I think mostly we do hear about the Galactic Federation of Light. Which one do you think the Orville could be? Do you think it's the Galactic Federation of Light?
That's an interesting idea because yeah. So Alex brings up a great point in this whole space of there's a couple of things that overlap here. There's a purely disclosure and UFO type area, and then there's a more new age type of disclosure area. And so what Alex is talking about, if some of you guys don't know what he's referring to, um, and yes, Snortopupus, yes, PU, Planetary Union. Um, Alex, I'm not. Well, Alex is not. Alex speaks better English than I do, but because he's not a native speaker, PU something like might refer to like a smell, like smelly,
Okay.
in American English. It might
Okay.
be a lot of people think it's a Seth MacFarlane joke there.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Thank you.
but so what Alex is referring to about that there may be lots of different types of organizations is that there's rumors that in these in these areas of culture, pop culture, let's just say, that various types of there may be various organizations and various types of interplanetary organizations, um, and so Alex is saying. So are you saying, Alex, that there may be a completely different organization being um, put forth here?
Yeah, I mean, maybe like this. So if maybe there's like different galactic federations that do different tasks,
Yeah.
and but I have no idea. I just heard there's many different galactic federations, and many people when they say they contact or they talk about them, many people don't specify which galactic federation it is, but many do specify that it's so whenever somebody specifies it, it's the Galactic Federation of Light, and whenever they don't, it's just the Galactic Federation, and I'm not sure if they're referring to a different one or the one, but so I'm thinking maybe the Orville could be a different one. Not sure.
Mhm. Yeah, it's interesting. Um, so the definitely it seems like the stars on the planetary union, to me they don't seem to on the initially they don't seem to match up with any of like the official ones. It's interesting that the official ones like the Space Force and NASA do match up, uh, and these don't seem to match. They don't seem to match up. Maybe I'm just not looking at them properly, or maybe not looking at them from the right. They could be rotated a little bit. Um, but yeah, but it is interesting. Alex pointed out there that like the NASA logo right here, like what Alex pointed out, there's three areas here, right? There's three areas of stars, and like just to put up the NASA logo again, Alex is completely right that there are three areas on the NASA logo of stars, three groups. Yeah, and absolutely, very interesting. Um, and Galactic Federation is overrated. They barely cover half the galaxy. Um, yeah, hello, Disney Sheepherder. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you, Disney Sheepherder. And hello, Ty. Good to see you. Good evening, folks. How the heck are we all doing tonight? How was your shower, my friend? I hope it was a good shower. Don't ask us how we know that you were taking a shower. Um, so, um, so back to the Orville logo. Um, I think that yeah. So I think the two prominent things here really are the two prominent things here are what Alex pointed out are the three clusters of stars, right? And the general apex shape, right? And that is not the it's a little curvier, right? And that it also initiate like there's also a suggestion here on the logo. There's also a suggestion here of maybe this being a ship, right? Uh, but you think that's a ship in the logo, Alex?
It looks like a rocket or something, doesn't it? Yeah,
Like a
that you
rocket or
mentioned.
something, yeah. Yeah. Um, And but there's definitely an apex to it for sure. And like we saw it also in the NASA logo. The NASA logo, it's not perfect either. So it's suggestive. So that's one thing that's very interesting.
I think
And
your sorry, I think your microphone is it's snapping a little bit every
slapping.
time
Oh,
you
I'm
speak.
sorry.
This.
Is it slapping?
Uh,
What
it's a
about
bit
now?
of felt a bit like it was cracking a little bit.
Oh, is it okay now?
I think it's better. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I mean, we could hear you perfectly, but it was a little bit snappy.
Gotcha. And good to see Disney Sheeper. Good to see my friend. Um, it's buzzing again. Yeah, but this is the new one. Time Prophet. Hold on one sec. This is the new. This is the new. All right.
It sounds much better now.
Yeah. Can you hear me, Alex?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, 1 second. I can't hear you. Let's see if that's normal. You can hear me, right, Alex?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So yeah. Okay. So thanks, guys. I will only believe Seth tells us about Orville emblem. I will only believe what Seth tells us about the Orville emblem. Anything else is a version of insane talk. Seriously, though, Mr. Lindell, if even if Seth was doing like chose this on purpose, do you really think Seth would come out and say it? Not for not for another 10 years. I don't think he would admit it. What do you think, Alex?
I'm not sure how it all works. I mean, maybe there's somebody in charge of the design of these things, and then maybe the other person doesn't even realize the exact details of it, to be honest. Or maybe everything is looked over, and maybe it does portray a message. But yeah, the more I see it, it looks like maybe perhaps like a spaceship, like traveling really fast, or like a shooting star as well. No. Um, yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah,
It's interesting.
DJ Ronnie says I see hands joined in Unity. I
Oh yeah.
I kind of seen that at certain points looking at it. Do you see what he means, Alex?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Kinda. Yeah,
Maybe
kinda.
like six, three from one side, three from the other, uniting together. So maybe it's an alliance of six different, I don't know,
Interesting.
unions.
See, I told you we have a brilliant guy here on the panel. He's being very analytical. Thank you for. Oh, that's interesting. Is it 23 stars? Did we count them? 23? Is it 23?
Yeah, it is 23.
23 is definitely significant as far as the chromosomes.
Oh, okay.
That is very. I mean, that's just one thing that pops into my head, but um, let me see. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm having a little issue here, Alex. Let me just see if this fixes it. Hopefully, it fixes it. Do we have a little bit longer, Alex?
What's that? Sorry.
Do we have for a little bit longer?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
So let's get. I want to show the other part of the. I want to show the other part of the Jay Lee we're gonna play for a little bit the Jay Lee part of the Jay Lee interview that we did, and Jay Lee is going to talk to us. Jay's going to talk to us about an experience that he had before he started filming the Orville. So get comfortable. We're going to listen to this for a couple of minutes, guys. I know you're a skeptic of the highest magnitude. Mr. Lundell, our friend Mr. Lundell, Alex, and I know you're not a Trekkie, but our friend, is it cutting out? Jeez.
It's sort of like cracking. Let's say it's cracking when sometimes when you speak, not always though.
Okay, let me try something else. All right, let's try the old one. Is it better, Alex?
Yeah, it is actually.
Hold on. Can you hear me now, Alex?
Yeah, for sure. Much better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Much better. Oh, can you hear me, Alex?
Yes.
Oh, I can't hear you. Why can't I hear you? All right. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Why can't I hear you? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes. I do hear you.
All right, 1 second. Let me fix this. Here. All right, we're going to fix this one. All right, let's see. Can you hear me now, Alex?
Yes, we can hear you.
Jeez. Okay, fine.
Excellent.
I don't know what
we heard you all the time, but I think you couldn't hear me.
I could, yeah. I had to leave and come back. I could not hear you for some reason. Yeah, thanks. Thank you, Time Prophet. If all else fails, is that what we're supposed to do? The computer engineer here, Alex, is that what we're supposed to do? Just turn it off and turn it on again?
The reset system is always the first thing to do. Yes.
Okay.
Reset procedure.
Yeah. Why do I think I'm on a freaking telephone commercial? Hey, Deej, how you doing, Deej? Good to see you, my friend. All right, now we're gonna listen to a little part of the interview from with Jay Lee. And while I put it up, this is the art, I would just call it promotional artwork, that also shows the Orville's. You guys remember when Tom Costantino put this up? It's very nice artwork. It's got, several different ships in there. It's
Okay.
Yeah, you see it now. Yeah. It's cool. It's got that basic shape of the Orville logo. And who's your? Do you have a favorite person on the Orville or a favorite episode? Alex?
Not particularly. I did it. That episode we did mention on how all the social credit thing was going on. Um, it really did. I do really remember that because I did feel like it's more or less happening, although not that obvious now.
Mm-hmm.
But then also I thought about the Krills. I realized that they could be portraying like the Draco reptilians with them.
Okay, interesting.
In the way they have so some people have described them the way they everybody has issues with them because just those are the way they are. And yeah, it was kind of like the Krills, right? It was difficult to negotiate with them and etc. So I feel like that also kind of like impacted me a little bit. Like I thought, oh wow, these are probably the reptilians or the Draco reptilians in particularly. Um, and also there was another episode where they came to Earth and they mentioned, oh, we had to do all this cleaning. I think they went to Earth into I don't know what year it was, and they're like, oh, all this cleaning we had to do for them. Yeah, that was funny as well.
So we're gonna. Rennie says, "Why is it a rainbow?" I guess it is. Well, there's a lot of different colors in there. I guess. Um, do you think the krill could be a mistranslation of kill? Okay, says Time Prophet. Next on Netflix, Orville season 4. Yeah, I think it'll be on. I think it's gonna end up being on Hulu probably. By the way, guys, all you guys were worried about Orville season 4 becoming very woke. I think that Seth has enough control and enough pushback to do what he wants with the show. I don't think he's going to be pressured into political agenda. So that being said, we're going to listen to a little bit of the interview with Jay. We're going to let it go for a couple of minutes. Jay's going to tell a story of something that happened to him before he got the job of working on the Orville, and he's going to share something about it, and he's going to share something. He's going to show something. He's going to show us something in reference to it, and also he's gonna well, that's enough. Let's just listen to Jay. I'm gonna mute you, Alex. Okay. So we. All right, we're just gonna do it the safe way. I'm gonna let it play through the speakers.
Look, you're too late. She already got moved or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Runs up in Miami. Oh my gosh.
Jay, were you a Star Trek fan?
I wouldn't say a fan because I understand what fan means now in a different way. I knew the show, right? Like it came on late at night, and I'm like, oh, that's Star Trek. But I never was into sci-fi until this show, to be honest.
Really?
And you know what's funny? Check this out. I don't know if I've ever said this. So look, one of the tattoos I got. Let's see here. How can I do this? All right. So I got this tattoo. There we go. And if you look, you see the little moon? Oh, this way.
Yeah.
I see it. You see that little astronaut on the screen?
Yeah, the one that's like on the rope kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Holding it.
It's a little bit further back. Go a little further back.
I look so dumb.
You see the astronaut, the moon.
Yeah.
Anyway, astronaut, yeah. Why I'm bringing that up? I got this before I was on Orville, and I made a joke with Scott, and I said, "Yo, it's John Like, we're going up to the moon. And he's like, you got that? This is a true story about being an astronaut before I wound up on Orville.
No way.
True story. I had
That's so crazy.
a very powerful dream. I was on a spaceship.
He just froze again.
I was. Internet. It's my internet.
You
My
back?
bad.
You back?
We can hear you. Yeah,
you better
go.
Yeah, you're back.
So I'm on a spaceship, and my crew, not like a futuristic spaceship, like a spaceship of right now, right? And the ship was starting to shake, and it was very scary. And all of a sudden, the feeling was this ship is about to blow up. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm petrified. And I look out of the window, and there's this astronaut, big ass astronaut, kind of like your backdrop, Katie, sitting down. He's like sitting down like this. Full helmet, white astronaut suit, sitting down like this. And I'm looking out of the window, and it goes. And the ship is flying towards it. And of course, the feeling was once we get there, it's going to blow up, I'm dead. I wake up, like, wow, this was a crazy dream. Call my boy Ahmed Best, who you guys know played Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars, one of my very best friends, my brother. I said, dude, I had this crazy ass dream about this being, this godlike being that was an astronaut, right? And it was sitting in infinity, like sitting down. I'm like, just think about that for a sec. He just so happened to have another dream that was similar, right? This idea of this big godlike.
Really?
Yeah, but his was something else. But it was the same concept of there was this sort of omnipresence, right? Mine just so happened to be an astronaut. And then like a year later, I was on Orville.
Oh, wow. That's like Andrew
Yeah.
Lloyd Webber. It was like the universe was letting you know stuff.
Thanks for sharing that, Jay.
Yeah, I never told anybody that.
That's so cool.
Wow.
Was there a snake with a
Thanks for
bitch
telling us.
in there too?
Yeah.
No, I don't do snakes, man. Marie, I'm not doing. Nah, y'all can have it.
Oh man! See, with the Comic Con that I mentioned earlier, there's a reptile booth. I know they tour Comic Cons. You gotta find them. For like $1 donation, they'll let you hold this snake named Betsy, and she.
All right, so that is the sorry, I'm unmuted you, Alex. So that's the story he about his tattoo and that he's got on his arm. Have you ever heard that, Alex? That story?
Never heard that. So what happened was he got the tattoo before the Orville, and what happened next? I just didn't understand what
So
he said.
he actually I am going to play it again. I'm going to play it again, and so but basically what happens is that he has a dream about this dream where he's an astronaut with a friend,
Mm.
and then he he starts the Orville like him and Gordon on the Orville. They're both on the bridge. Let me just put up a picture so everybody remembers exactly what we're talking about. And so they're kind of like the two buddies, right?
Yeah,
On the these
I
guys
remember
right here.
his buddy. Yeah.
Yeah. So they started here. I'm putting up the picture right now. So yeah, they start on the Orville together. And they're both like on the bridge together. They're both at the helm, right, of the ship, and so he's making a reference to that, and he's also sharing the fact that he's had this dream, and he ends up getting a tattoo about it, which is interesting. So I actually was going to play it one more time. So let's listen to it again, the story again. You know what? I'm just gonna. You know what? Everybody wants to listen to John, so I'm just gonna play one more minute. And of course, we see here our friend Bird of Prey, our dear friend Bird of Prey, who passed away a few weeks ago. He is. Yes, he was commenting during the stream. Maybe, maybe it's a coincidence that maybe he's here with us now. So let me put it up again. Sorry. Yeah, there's Bird's comments. All right, I'm gonna play it a little sooner so we can just listen to a little bit more of Jay, and I'm gonna mute Alex.
Wait, funny, you're not supposed to tell anybody that, okay? Come on. Hey, I'm Batman.
No, you're the Hulk.
That's me. No, but what's funny about this scene, so they had one guy walking me to the chair, right? And I told Seth, I said, look, if this is gonna be for real, there's no way y'all gonna need more people. Because if I know I'm going to my death, ain't no way. So later on, they bring in extra people to help restrain me. But yeah, I was like, nah, because I would definitely not. Yeah, no.
It's just all screw this.
Yeah. But no, it was a fun episode. I'm going home. You know what? I should get this outfit for a cosplay and go as myself.
Ooh, would you cosplay?
Look, I've never done it before, but I went to Dragon Con, and that was one of the funnest trips ever. I was shocked how fun everybody was down there.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, Comic-Con,
You
I
should
always
do an
tell
episode
anyone...
in my trailer. Do an episode of in my trailer in that outfit, and then say, "Oh, I'm not Jay Lee. I'm Lamar. I'm taking over."
Oh, do that? Yeah, do that outfit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch.
Do it, Jay Lee.
I always tell people who haven't been to a convention, like, it's the only place on earth where everyone will be wholly accepting of whatever you show up in. Like, I remember I went to C2E2 in Chicago, and like the only rule.
Let me just he's gonna. So Jay Lee's talking about doing a Halloween costume. Just put it up a little further.
Yeah, it was at that moment he knew he had turned the wrong direction.
You're too late. She already got moved or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Runs up in Miami. Oh my gosh.
Jay, were you a Star Trek fan?
I wouldn't say a fan because I understand what fan means now in a different way. I knew the show, right? Like it came on late at night, and I'm like, oh, that's Star Trek. But I never was into sci-fi until this show, to be honest.
Really?
And you know what's funny? Check this out. I don't know if I've ever said this. So look, one of the tattoos I got. Let's see here. How can I do this? All right. So I got this tattoo. There we go. If you look, see the.
So I'm going to stop it right there. So he's showing us that he's got like the moon and a tether, and there's supposedly he's an astronaut on the tether, I think.
Phone. Oh, this way.
Yeah.
That's the moon. Yeah, I see it. You see that little astronaut on the screen?
Yeah, the one that's like on the rope kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Holding it.
It's a little bit further back. Go a little further back.
I look so dumb.
Yeah, we see the astronaut, the moon.
Yeah.
Anyway, astronaut, yeah. Why I'm bringing that up? I got this before I was on Orville, and I made a joke with Scott. And I said, "Yo, it's John and Gordon. It's me and you, bro. Like we're going up to the moon." And he's like, "You got that for me?" I was like, "No, I didn't know I was going to do the show." But I've been having. This is a true story. I don't think I've ever said this. I was having crazy dreams. This is a true story about being an astronaut before I wound up on Orville.
No way.
True story.
That's so crazy.
Very powerful dream.
I want to ask Alex, what do you think about that? What do you think about those? What do you think about him having those powerful dreams before? What do you think about that?
That's very interesting, no? He had dreams of being an astronaut, and then he got selected for the Orville. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how long it did he mention it? How long was it? The
Yeah,
day
he's
before?
well, yeah, let's keep wait, let me listen. Let's listen again. He says it right now. I think he said it's a year later. Under a year later he had it here.
I was on a spaceship.
He just throws it in.
I was like, is he getting ready to say something like really, really like he's getting ready to drop a bomb? Like,
It's my internet. It's my internet.
You
My bad.
You back.
We can hear you. Yeah,
there we go.
You back.
So I'm on a spaceship, and my crew, not like a futuristic spaceship, like a spaceship of right now, right? And the ship was starting to shake, and it was very scary. And all of a sudden, the feeling was this ship is about to blow up. I'm like, oh my God, like I'm petrified. And I look out of the window, and there's this astronaut, big ass astronaut, kind of like your backdrop, Katie, sitting down. He's like sitting down like this. Full helmet, white astronaut suit, sitting down like this. And I'm looking out of the window, and he goes. And the ship is flying towards it. And of course, the feeling was once we get there, it's going to blow up, I'm dead. I wake up, like, wow, this was a crazy dream. Call my boy Ahmed Best, who you guys know played Jar Jar Binks in Star Wars, one of my very best friends, my brother. I said, dude, I had this crazy ass dream about this being, this godlike being that was an astronaut, right? And it was sitting in infinity, like sitting down. I'm like, just think about that for a sec. He just so happened to have another dream that was similar, right? This idea of this big godlike. Really? Yeah, but his was something else. But it was the same concept of there was this sort of omnipresence, right? Mine just so happened to be an astronaut. And then like a year later, I was on Orville.
Oh, wow.
That's like Andrew Lloyd Webber. It was like the
So yeah, so a year later, Alex.
Yeah, that's incredible. It's like what's it called? Premonition dream, or yeah, maybe that dream what meant was that the show was gonna blow up. Somebody was telling him, hey, you know what? You gotta do this show, it's gonna blow up.
Yeah, because the ship's not going to blow up. The show's going to blow up. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. So that's really awesome. I mean, I wish we could all have those sort of dreams and let us know what's going to happen. Obviously, you have to dream. How long does it take for it to become real? It's just really, I guess it varies, no? But it's awesome. I find that amazing.
Yeah, very, very interesting. I wanted to share that little clip because that's something that happened here, and he had, the first time Jay ever shared it was on here on Orville Nation, and it's interesting because I'm sure he gets asked. I'm sure somebody will ask, "What is the tattoo of?" Like, and people see him. Some people might ask what it is, but I guess he's never shared it on the air before. So yeah, very interesting. And yeah, I do believe there's premonition stuff. Totally. At the end, and his best friend who played Jar Jar in Star Wars also had a similar experience, right? So
I also realized that he tattooed something related to it. Some people say that tattoos do open portals to whatever you're tattooing on your skin. So
interesting.
perhaps if he tattooed that dream he had, no, maybe that also helped to materialize it. Who knows?
Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. All right, let's put this aside. And so guys, everybody in the chat, I wanted to wanted to let you guys, give your thoughts. Give your thoughts on Jay Lee's story. What do you guys think about Jay Lee's story? I heard you guys joke. Some of you guys were joking around. Um, uh, it's, I probably news of being on it. Yeah, it was canceled though. We'll do that. We'll do that, Deej Peach, pretty soon, Deej. Um, so his dream of becoming an astronaut failed because he's a pretend astronaut. They're funny, Time Prophet. I've seen some people who have Jerry Ryan tattooed on their arm, but I guarantee they haven't met Jerry Ryan. Okay, Jerry Ryan is an actress from Star Trek. Um,
Maybe in their dreams.
maybe in their dreams. Yeah. Um, so anyway, it was um, so interesting, guys. We talked about, I think the most important thing actually that we've considered here tonight has been the logo of the Orville logo. This is the artwork, but let me put up the logo itself. Um, and I think that I personally think that, so my personal opinion is with regards to disclosure. Is the Orville part of disclosure? I think it's interesting because a lot of people discuss this. Tim's mentioned it too. A lot of people discuss that science fiction in general, the way it's being run, is basically one big psyop, and that's something that several people have mentioned, and what do you think about science fiction in general in the entertainment industry, Alex? Do you think in general, or are they trying to give us a message?
Yeah, for sure. I've seen rewatch, for example, Interstellar a couple of times before I knew anything, and then after I started learning, things on, let's say, space or reality that is outside society, let's call it. And you do realize different messages on, for example, on the Interstellar movie when he's kind of lost in space and you see the bookcase. I think they were trying to show the parallel lives within the different dimensions, the parallel universes, or the parallel lives, or timelines, sorry, parallel timelines within the different dimensions. But for example, in the Orville as well, like we mentioned earlier, all these different species that maybe we could do a different session on trying to figure out what they were trying to portray, what species they were trying to portray in the different characters. But also some episode where I really like that episode where they try to bring this girl on board, but they were debating whether to, oh yeah, and when they brought this girl on board from
Yeah.
a different planet, she was like, oh, I'm going to tell everybody about this and that, and they were very, strong on the free will. You cannot interfere and interfere with the free will of any being, and that's something that is true in real life, and that's how in this plane we the society is kind of like being manipulated, the free will is being manipulated, and you get these messages from different series or different movies in science fiction. So for sure, definitely science fiction is it's disclosure in some way, but also it's trying to, in some cases, depending on what topic it is, it can also try to manipulate your free will in some cases.
Yeah, it could be yeah, it could be there may be several different versions of agenda, right? In science
Yeah,
fiction.
exactly. But for sure, it's definitely, for me, there's a lot of disclosure, um, not that hidden in science fiction.
Would you call it a soft disclosure, maybe?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like, for example, I love the Orville because you know how in planet Earth we have different humans with different physical traits,
Yeah.
and I feel like we should all connect together, because look at the Orville, all these different species, very different, with very different cultural barriers, and this kind of get along. The Mocklans, I remember, were really, really difficult, but
Yeah.
funny at the same time. A bit frustrating, but funny at the same time. But you see how they're united, and I feel that it's a good way to prepare people to see other beings human-like, with different qualities, different aspects, different traits, and that we could all get along. And that's what I really liked about the Orville in general. It's like being in an international school where your colleagues are from different parts of the world, but different cultures, and nothing matters. It's just unity, and I really like that about the Orville, and definitely prepares you. If anywhere in the near future we're going to start seeing different beings that we've never seen, for sure this will help you get ready without you even noticing.
Absolutely. Yeah. And let me just put up a couple of images of some of the aliens we're seeing. We have been seeing. We have been seeing on the Orville. And yeah, there's plenty of examples, and yeah. So so Alex is right. Like maybe it's just a very soft way of desensitizing, right? People to the fact that we might start to run into people who don't look exactly like us, and who aren't exactly like us, right?
Yeah.
And you remember these guys? You remember these guys who ran the zoo, the human
Oh
zoo?
yeah.
Well, not the human zoo, the zoo of many races.
Yeah, that was weird. Didn't like them.
I didn't like them. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Earth is a zoo, Alex? In
Wow,
some
that's
way?
a good question. I mean, um, it definitely. I mean, there's a lot of variety, like in the sea and different in the land, in the skies, right? The different birds as well, different regions, all the plants. There's never thought about that. Planet Earth is a zoo, but what is a zoo? A zoo is different animals from the wild putting in cages. So definitely, Planet Earth is a zoo, right?
Well, assuming there's limitations for getting off, then maybe it makes it a zoo, right?
Yeah, it is true that what I heard is that what was mentioned, that it's a great planet to learn things, and many different species have put some of their consciousness through the different beings in this planet. So, for example, dolphins apparently is an alien species. I'm pretty sure that octopuses are a different alien species. They are amazing.
Yeah, octopuses are very interesting, right?
It's very interesting, and so apparently we are hybrids and or hybrids,
Mhm.
and in planet Earth there are many different species which actually belong to or are related to other different alien species. So yeah, it could be a zoo.
At least, or maybe it's a private private natural reserve or something. Um, at the very least. Let me put up this. So Time Prophet says, he says, actually, this artwork might explain the logo. Um, this artwork might explain the logo and the fact that there's those three. Maybe those are just the streaks of different ships. That's possible.
I think the ships belong to different species. I think those round ones were the I think they were the Kalons, right? The robots.
The round ones, yeah, the round ones right here are the Kalon. Yeah, those are the Kalon. Yeah, yeah. That's an interesting idea. Look at these people blue hairs. Viruses are alien species, says yes and again. Hmm. Well, guys, I want to thank everybody for being here, and I want to thank Alex for being here. It was a pleasure. It was an honor to have you on, my friend.
Thank you very much for having me. It was my honor to be on your channel. Thank you very much. Thank you for the love, everybody.
Yeah, guys, put in a big heart in the chat for Alex, guys. Put in a big heart in the chat for Alex, everybody. Everybody take a second and put a big heart in the chat. And we're gonna do we're gonna play before we leave, we're gonna play Maria's we're gonna play Maria's video again for her birthday. And let's see, where is it again? Let's see. All right, here we go. Oops. Whoa, where did it go? The inconsistencies with with YouTube. Maybe Alex can explain this to me.
It's your high vibration interfering with the.
It's my high vibration.
With the technology.
You think so?
It could be. It could be.
It could be. It could be. Things disappear from where they're supposed to be. Alrighty. Anyway, guys, I want to thank. We'll play this instead. Maria, we're going to play another Orville clip for you instead. We'll play this one instead. Where'd it go? All right, we'll play this one instead. Lots of hearts. Lots of hearts in there for Alex. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
And hello, Liz. Thank you for popping in here, Liz. And yes, lots of fans. The stream was a stream. No, we're not. I don't think we're canceled. I don't think so. All right, we're gonna play this clip, and we're gonna be out of here. Do you remember the egg salad sandwich, Alex?
I don't actually.
Okay. Let's see.
Field. In other words, we can.
You said there were 2 breakthroughs.
Egg salad sandwich. We have managed to increase the temporal resolution of the field. In other words, we can tune the field down to the exact millisecond. Oh, Gordon, can I borrow your sandwich? Sure. Now, in 10 seconds, I'm going to send this sandwich exactly 10 seconds into the past. Where'd that come from? The future. Now, watch.
You just sent that sandwich into the past, and that's why it appeared 10 seconds ago.
Boom. Well, why wouldn't you just keep it? Then you could have 2 sandwiches instead of 1. If Commander Lamar had not followed through with his intent to send the sandwich into the past, it would have caused a temporal paradox. In which case, an entirely new universe would have branched off from this one, all because of a sandwich. Makes your head hurt.
Hey, wait. I got an idea. Can you send that 3 months into the future?
Yeah, why?
Because 3 months from now, it'll appear, and that'll be a nice surprise.
Okay.
Oh, I'm excited. Can't wait to eat that sandwich. He just completely hijacked it. Right there.
3 months later.
Isaac asked me to be his best man, okay? And Bortus bullied his way in there. It's the most self-serving, shameless thing I've ever seen in my whole life.
Well, maybe he'll do all right.
Seriously? You think there's a chance in hell he's not going to suck?
No, it'll be a disaster. But look, he obviously wants a shot, and if Isaac's okay with it...
Isaac doesn't know what the hell he wants. No, wait, actually he does, and that's why he asked me to give the speech. You know, Bortus has this weird, sneaky craving for the spotlight. It is so bizarre. It's like he fancies himself this charismatic presence who deserves to command an audience.
Well, he thinks he can sing. You're obviously much better than he is. And if he knows that, he may just be trying to find some way to shine on his own. I mean, it deserves a little sympathy when you think about it.
How good was I at your wedding?
You were great.
Wasn't I good?
You were fantastic.
Didn't I get a lot of laughs and then a few misty eyes?
You did.
I'm so pissed.
If you had to choose, would you say you're more or less upset about this than about the Kalon invasion of Earth?
I'm mad about this. Hey, that's my sandwich.
What the hell?
The sandwich I sent forward in time 3 months ago when we had the Aeronov device. Look at that. I knew I was going to be happy to see it. You know, I feel better already.
Some goddamn weird ass place we work in, let me tell you.
All right. So that was for Maria. Happy birthday, Maria. A good sandwich will do that. Absolutely. Guys, again, Alex, thank you so much. Alex, is there anything you want to share before you leave?
No, I think I wouldn't mind one of those sandwiches right now.
I know, me too. Right?
No, it's definitely a pleasure. Would love to be back, and maybe we could talk about the different species on the Orville and try to find the similarities with the real world ones. See if we can do some linking.
It sounds like fun. That sounds interesting. Absolutely, that's a good idea. Awesome. We will have to have Alex back. Alex? Is there anything you want to promote while you're before you go?
Oh no, nothing yet. Maybe next time. Thank you very much.
Maybe next time. All right, guys. Thank you again to Alex for being here, and Maria. Enjoy your week. Listen, a birthday. One day is too short for a birthday. I think people need to celebrate a week. Doesn't that make sense, Alex? You should celebrate more than one day. Your birthday, right?
Yes, I think a whole week is good.
It's good. Short. 1 day is too short. Yes, happy birthday to Maria. I do not eat eggs. Thank you, Time Prophet, for sharing. Stony Girl. Let's see let's say goodbye to everybody. Lady Mist. Nemesis of Eden. Let's see who else is in here. Okay. 1 second. All right. Maria, Rennie, and Ty. Good to see all you guys. Deej has been in here. Stony Girl, good to see you got back in here. Yes and again. Time Prophet. Look at all those hearts. All those hearts for our friend Alex. Lydia. Everybody who's been in here. Liz O'Brien. Thank you for coming in here, Liz. Deej. As far back as I can go, Professor Brainy Specs, Donnie Don, DJ Ronnie, Adega was in here, Dr. Adega, And that is about as far Snortopupus, as far back as I can go, Jim's Landscape. And all right, guys, good to see Love Shack in here. Good to see Time Prof. Everybody. Thank you, guys. Curtis. All right, that's about as far back as I can go. Mr. Lundell as well. All right, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day and beginning to your week. And holy crap, Nerd Fights is in here. Hey, Anti-Trucker. Good to see you, my friend. Are you here to, by the way, we're here celebrating that we're getting more Orville season 4. So it's good to see you coming in here, and it's good to see you coming in here, my friend. All right, guys, have an awesome, awesome start to your week, and be good to each other. Take care of each other, and spread the love. Alex, hasta la próxima, my friend.
And check out allshifthappily.com.
All shift
join
happily.
Join the community.
You know what? Let me just put that link in here. Thank you for reminding me before we go, Alex. Yeah, let's put in
that'll be great.
Really quick. If I can. Good point. And yeah, this is the All Shift Happily community with its own kind of social media, actually, right, Alex?
Yeah, it's true. I think there's now a little social media app going on.
Yeah. So you guys might want to go check out this community, and you can join it. All Shift Happily now. There you go. Thank you, Alex.
Excellent.
All right. Alex will be back, guys. I promise. Alex will be back. Take care, my friend. Thank you, Alex, for being here.
Take care.
Let's find, where's our exit?
It's all I've got to say.
That's the problem. You do one thing well and they expect you to do it forever. You realize that there's a tremendous amount of training involved. Coursework, simulator runs, psychological testing.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready.
Okay. Well, first you'll need a medical and psych evaluation. I'll tell Dr. Finn to expect you.
Thank you, Commander. I won't let you down. Future captain right here.
He will fail.
Wait, before you click away, do me a favor.